Alright guys, today's video is going to be on my first ever Tesla coil that I made. I'm going to do a full breakdown on this, like wire, materials used, tips, things like that for it. And so yeah, let's get into it. And so yeah, I actually found the design for this coil on it was like a Make magazine website. It's called the 6-pack Tesla coil. So yeah, I don't take design credits for it. I think it was a guy named Craig Newswanger that designed this, but yeah, it's a great design and it works great. And so as y'all can see, it's just a basic spark gap Tesla coil, Leyden jar style capacitors with salt water and motor oil. Just basic primary, secondary, and you can see that little burnt spot down there is the first time I ever ran it. I actually forgot to ground my secondary, so it arced right to it, but thankfully it didn't damage it too bad. And so for the materials I used, the design called for 32 gauge magnet wire for the secondary coil, just about 13 inches of turns on there, and the primary is this thicker 12 gauge copper wire, and it's about 16 turns, and in my primary it looks pretty rough, but for the first one I ever made, it gets the job done all right. And for my Leyden jar style capacitors, just use these glass soda bottles. And for the power source, this is just a vintage Gardner Electric neon sign transformer. It's just 9 kilovolts, 30 milliamps, and it works all right. Works pretty good. Yeah, and I found this on eBay. It was about like 60 bucks, I think, which is it's all right. And the design did call for a Terry filter, but the parts for the Terry filter, I ordered them on a website called DigiKey, and it was all the right parts, but they never came in the mail, so I don't know what the deal was with it. So I used the varistors, resistors, and capacitors that I had, but it's still giving me trouble, so I don't have a Terry filter right now. And maybe I don't know if it's just me or not, but those little Panasonic varistors are pretty hard to find from what I've come to find out. Here's a closer look at the capacitors, and those big, thick rubber bands work great for holding everything together, because I didn't want to just have to rely on the stranded wire and that spring to hold everything together. And I just got some plexiglass with some little rubber feet down there to hold that up off the table. And I actually built this table just for this. Did a cove mold and the routed edges on the legs. I was gonna paint it or maybe stain it, but I just left it bare. So yeah, it's 9 kilovolts, 30 milliamps, and the overall tank capacitance on this circuit is 0.005 microfarads, and it gives me a pretty good spark, about several inches or so. All right, enough talking. Let's see this thing run. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, it's a decent sized spark. I'm satisfied with it. Right now, I'm just gonna arc it straight to ground through this, and I'll use that little screwdriver to push that towards it if I need to. But yeah, let's see what happens. So yeah, that's a overview of my first Tesla coil. Happy how it turned out. I'm already getting ready to make my next one. I'm kind of starting just, I'm kind of moving away from spark gap Tesla coils, and I'm getting into vacuum tube ones now, because I think the vacuum tube ones are a lot cooler. They sound a lot cooler, tend to have thicker sparks. And the tube coil I want to make uses an RCA 805 vacuum tube triode for the oscillating circuit. So I got that and my doorknob caps, and I still got to get a diode and maybe a few other things for it. I've got plenty of MOTs to work with. I'm gonna have to convert one of these into a filament transformer because the spec sheet calls for, I believe it says 10 volts at 3.5 amps for the tube. And if we come over here, we have the schematic for it, and I don't take credit for this schematic. The YouTube channel, Spark Starter, this is his design, so I'm just following his design for it. And also, that's not part of the schematic, that and the blue marker, so just don't pay that any attention. But yeah, this is the design for it. And yeah, and also if anybody knows where I can find a GU5B vacuum tube triode, let me know, because I'd love to get one of those. And so yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.